Hi, today we're going to talk about AI reset, spatial artificial intelligence, and how it impacts knowledge transfer for workers and students. We're entering a new renaissance. I call it the Renaissance Craftsman for a new age of wonder. Okay, so to be a little bit more pragmatic, my presentation will focus on a few aspects. Number one, on what we call spatial artificial intelligence and its impact with regards to extended reality content creation and user experience. We're going to talk about why this is so important. We know that this technology helps you to learn 4 times faster, provides you up to 3.5 higher emotional connection, makes you more confident, and makes you more focused. But the problem historically has been is how do we create this experience very fast and cost efficiently? And how do we make it deep enough in terms of value and user experience? And you're going to see a demo live and how this works. And then we're going to talk about how we do this. The fact that EON has the world's largest spatial AI knowledge repository, the fact that we have now a presence in more than 80 countries, and that we create value for more than 4,200 academic institutions across the world, and more than 42 million end users have downloaded our viewer. Okay, so I hope you're ready for this. It's going to be exciting. Let's go. Now let's talk a little bit of background. Job market disruption. According to IMF, 60% of all the jobs will be disrupted by AI in the coming years. This transition period can go everywhere from 5 to 7 years. So we are looking at, first of all, a period with a lot of jobs will disappear. Eventually, a lot of new jobs will be created. But if we don't do anything about it, if we just react, there will be a huge, painful gap. So part of our strategy when we work with governments and organizations is to minimize that gap. That requires rapid retraining. Now, how do we do this? You can listen to me, but I thought we can listen to the leading academic institution, Stanford, and we'll start with one of the leading companies in the world, the former CEO, Eric Schmidt at Google.
Imagine a textbook in any field that's nothing but synthetically generated images based on where you need to go. So rather than reading and listening, you study a picture. And then you study another picture, and you use the 3-dimensional aspects, everything, motion, everything, the gamification, everything you described. Intuitively, that learning process would be more engaging than what you and I went through. So when you start thinking about the power of imagery for learning, somebody who gets this is going to build a system which is like a different learning paradigm that really, really works. But in our lifetimes, we should set a goal of having every single person in the world having the access to an AI doctor and an AI teacher. This would bring everyone up. Right? Everyone in the world has health problems and educational problems. Why can't we solve them all now?
And the answer is yes, we can. Now let's listen to what the pioneer at Stanford, Professor Fei Li, has to say about this.
Seeing is for doing and learning. In 3D space and time, we learn to see and do better. And if we want to advance AI beyond its current capabilities, we want more than AI that can see and talk. We want AI that can do. And with 3D worlds, real or virtual, augmented reality guiding surgeons to do safer, faster, and less invasive operations. The computers and robots powered by spatial intelligence will not only be useful tools, but also trusted partners to enhance and augment our productivity and humanity and lifting our collective prosperity.
That's it, spatial AI, and that's what most of the presentation will be focused on today. Now, how have we solved this problem? Simple. We are using the power of AI and agents. We are creating an autonomous agent that drives both the creation and the user experience in extended reality. And what we've seen is this has been a long process. In 2018, it used to take us 3 days with code to create one single knowledge experience. In 2019, 3 hours for code-free experience. 2022, we got it down to 30 minutes. And today, I'm proud to say, our AI agent does the entire work. And you will see it yourself in the next few minutes. Now, if you look at it theoretically, there are a number of things you can do. You can look at content creation, where you upload your document. You can want perhaps to do single courses or multiple courses, or you want to create your own assistant. Now, I'll focus today on course catalog generation, where you can either do new courses from scratch, a single course, multiple courses, or guided courses, or you can do convert existing textbook, existing materials from traditional learning to extended reality and spatial AI. So we're going to see both examples, and then we're actually going to take a textbook and create it on the fly. So let's start first with building new courses. Let's say you want to do a single course. And when you do this course, you want to, let's say I want to do something with civil engineering, I want to do something with the Eiffel Tower, I would like to do something based on a picture. So I find a picture, an old picture about how they build the Eiffel Towers, and now I would like to create a full experience in French. Progrès de la construction de la Tour Eiffel, or German, Fortschritt beim Eiffelturms, or Spanish, Progreso en la construcción de la Tour Eiffel. So I'm selecting my languages, I just click one button, and there you go. In less than 30 seconds, the lesson is created. And you can listen in.
Eiffel. Comenzó con el diseño inicial de Gustave Eiffel en 1887.
You can see the environment, the Eiffel Tower in construction, the language, the knowledge portal, the assessment is all there. So that was one lesson. What about if you want to do multiple lessons? So now I'm interested in looking more than a lesson. I'm going to my course catalog, and let's say I don't know exactly what I want to create. So I say something with chemistry perhaps. Let's see, chemical engineering. I need to say which country. Let's say United States. And I see different suggestions: chemical reactor design, process simulation, advanced material science. I'm going for one of these, and you can see that now the AI suggested various materials. I'm selecting the ones I prefer. I may not want to do all of them. I click continue, and now we can see view history, and I'm clicking on chemical reactor design, and there you go. There is the lesson. I can get an overview. Let's, you can see here the knowledge portals, the text, the video, the full chemical environment, in this case for the reactor, has been designed. Now, I look at the lesson, and let's say I would like to do my own input. I probably like 90% of what's there, but I want to replace some things. That's easily done. Let's have a look. So now, same lessons. In this case, I do something with satellites. And you can see there's a little pen here. So that's my edit button. I click on the pen, and then a panel comes with more than 36 million 3D assets, the world's largest library. I select another satellite, and in seconds, I replace that satellite with something new, while maintaining the annotations. So it's very easily done. Now, what's behind this magic? One of the things behind this magic is our ability to, on the fly, simply based on text, generate very compelling three-dimensional environments. And in this case, I use a prompt, and I get my surgical environment, or some type of control room, or something with Buddhism, or forensic science, or a very complex futuristic lab. So that gives me the realism. What about realism regarding the environment, Newtonian physics, collision detection? Let's look at that. That happens automatically. So we can see now, I'll call my avatar. You can see that how it navigates and avoids various obstacles, can climb over things, and it follows the rules. So my metaverse world that has been generated by AI is not only realistic, it's also interactive and immersive. So that completes building new courses. But in real life, we've seen that only 5 to 10% of our existing customers want to do new courses. 90% of the time, they want to take their existing materials, things they've done for so long time, and they want to generate a user experience from the book that has AI generated 360, that generates automatically 3D assessment, that even has sounds, that is very engaging, where you can have conversation with your textbook and you can explore your textbook in 3D. So that's a tall order to do, but it doesn't stop there. That's related engagement. They also want value, meaning that I would like to see a simulator regarding my existing textbook. So I want automated annotations. I want to conduct, if it's something TVET-oriented, maintenance repair operations, standard operation procedures, incident simulators. Or if it's a history, I would like a story and a quest. I may even want to have a white label regarding my own organization for this. Now, this was, to be honest, not possible to do just a few months ago. But thanks to the innovation from our team, our global partnerships, I'm super proud to announce Train AI. And with Train AI, you can do all the things that I just showed you in the previous graph. Let's have a look. So I have my textbook. It's in a PDF, elevator machine. I upload that. It reads the whole book and extracts aspects where 3D adds value and extended reality. And out of these, I select the one course I would like to be interested in, mounting force ventilation. I click the one magic button, and voila, we get the lessons created in seconds. You can see the training document here. You can see also what we call the AI report, videos, text, images, the flat part of the course generated. On the left side, you see the input. On the right side, you see the output. So if I ask a question about force ventilation here, but I do it in the output, the 3D environment, how do I change force ventilation?
Follow these detailed steps. Mechanical installation 1. Mounting of the forced ventilation.
So on the
Screw
left
the
side,
two
I have the
elbows
text instructions
onto
that
the
are
housing of the
translated
drive.
into an
Using a
immersive
hexagon head screw
experiential
for each.
learning environment with an avatar that I can converse with, exchange information on the fly. So now I asked about release monitoring with
1.
microswitch.
Preparation. Ensure that the friction lining of the brake rotor, the braking surface on the flanged bearing plate, and the toothed hub.
The ability
On the
to
motor shaft
have
are
the
free of
avatar
dirt and
to
grease.
show
Clean
me,
these
to tell
components
me,
with a
to guide
microactive
me,
cloth
to
and
assist
quick
me,
clean and Loctite
to reply to
750.
my answers in real time is quite phenomenal. Okay, so at this point I'm saying I'm super happy with this, but you know what? I'm also, let's say if you have a book that's 1,000 pages, and let's say the avatar, when you put institutional train AI, cherry picks 16 lessons, there's a lot of lessons that are still, or part of the material that are not covered. That's when EON Portal comes in, because EON Portal is enhancing the ability to control, converse, and explore the textbook, and in essence generate new experiences on the fly. So explain how to do a chemical volcano using the available components. So that's covered by the book, and because I have a lab, it will be able to do it.
Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, 2, vinegar.
So first it
Hydrogen
identifies all the
peroxide.
components, and then it
And
shows me,
potassium
tell me
iodide.
how to do it.
And food coloring. to the hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodide mixture.
So literally in seconds, I can ask any question about that book and it will show me and tell me. Now, so far, we've had immersive environments. We've had an avatar that we can converse. How about sound effects? Sound is very important for the full immersion. So now with the new release, we can, again, based on the text or based on the environment, generate sound effects on the fly, instantly.
As the battle raged on, the relentless cannon fire filled the air.
For example, your lungs take in oxygen.
These tasks prevent wear and tear, ensuring the car runs smoothly.
Some say they used sledges and rolled the stones over logs.
In the reactor, uranium or plutonium atoms are split, releasing a significant amount of energy. This energy is used to heat water, producing steam. The steam drives turbines connected to generators, converting thermal energy into electrical energy.
Think of your heart pumping blood. Together, they help us understand how our bodies are built and how they function.
The vibrant green foliage surrounds you. The ground beneath your feet is soft and slightly damp. Occasionally, you hear the distant call of a howler monkey.
Quite remarkable. Now, as we all know, sometimes some students are amazing and some students need more help. So how do you adapt a learning path for all those students at once? That's what we do with the new personalized XR learning that automatically generates the same course with various level of difficulty from basic to expert. Let's have a look. So the first thing we do, we go to course catalog, we go to Express Creation, we select what we want to do, let's say vehicle engine maintenance. We can select hard skill or soft skill or autodetect, and then the language. If I want Chinese, it will generate this in any of the 80 plus languages that you can see there. And again, let's choose Spanish. And it says maintenance of the vehicle. And then here's the little click button there. You can select 5 experience from easy to advanced. Now the same lesson will be done as an introduction level, intermediate level, and also advanced level. Now once that has been created, you can see here that I have a playlist. I can take all those courses, the 5, and I can create a playlist and send it to my students. Now some students will go level 1 and 2, some will go all the way to level 5. This allows me the capability to adapt and help the students that need more help. I have a full view in my admin section so I can see how well they do on this course creation. Okay. At this point, you may feel a bit overwhelmed. There's a lot of new things. How do you keep track of those? Now, the simple answer is you don't have to, because we also provide a virtual support agent, which is your instant multilingual XR guide. Okay, I'm your user guide. Feel free to start your questions. How to create AI-ready courses? What does the login page look like? So the avatar that you can see there provides you answers, not only text, but also images, videos, sound. You can even talk with it. And if you talk with it in a certain language, let's say English, it responds in English. If I speak with it in Portuguese, it will respond in Portuguese. Let's have a look.
¿Cuál es la característica más impresionante de EON XR?
You notice the text is in
Vad är den mest imponerande funktionen i EON XR?
That was Swedish. En av de mest imponerande funktionerna.
XR 最令人印象深刻的功能是什么？
I guess Chinese. So this is a huge help. This is something that our users have asked us for a long time to provide them the capability to get instant courses. So in essence, you have your customer success manager within EON that can help you, guide you, and assist in how to create experiences or enjoy them. Now, one specific issue we've had in the past is how do we create 3D models for everything? Now, our success rate in the past was around 15%. So in 15% of the cases, we generated a 3D model for your specific course based on the text you provided. With the new version, we are close to 95 and 100%. It's an outstanding success rate in immersive 3D environment creation. Let's have a look. So let's say I want to do a modern hospital with MRI machine, capture detailed images, surgical instruments, enable precise operation, stereoscope, assist doctors in diagnosing patients. That's my request. And then automatically I push the button and this is what I get. You can see the MRI scanner.
Fields and radio
model.
waves to create.
You can see the surrounding environments. You can see the knowledge portals. It's all there. And the same applies if I want in a high-tech shop, gears and meshes in transmission with pistons, drive engine powers, complex engine, run diverse machinery. This is what's created. Fusion machinery, complex engine power. It's all done. And again, you'll see the engine. Not only is there an engine, but it also has the 3D interaction and animation. And the story goes on and on. This can be applied for trucks, for different type of instruments in real time. Okay, so now you feel that we have done things that are engaging, we have done things that are immersive, but we're gonna take it to the next level. We got to enter the territory of what we refer to as spatial IQ, an AI that sees, identifies, understands your 3D world autonomously. So it's kind of interesting. First, we create with AI the environment, then we let our agent see what it is and help you in that environment. Let me explain how it works. So tell me about all the people that work in this operation room. So keep in mind, everything you see here is generated by AI.
The surgical team includes 1 surgeon. Leads the surgeon.
So it identifies the surgeon in the picture. But it's not limited to pictures. It can do it in the full environment. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a fire. There seems to be a fire. What should we do?
1. Activate the fire alarm.
And you
Alert
notice
everyone in the
it
vicinity
identifies
by
the fire
activating the
alarm
nearest fire alarm.
without me having to
You should
define
use
the
emergency
annotation.
phone.
So it does with the
Contact
emergency
fire
phone.
department or emergency services immediately
So it
in
helps
case of a
me
fire in the operating
guide
room.
me based on its
4.
understanding
Emergency
on the
exit.
environment
Guide everyone towards the emergency
to
exit.
safely guide me to the evacuation exit. Now, once we have this, we have the capability to see and understand. We can take the next step. The next step is a full simulator. So not only does the AI show you how to do it, like we saw with this escape route, but you can then yourself try it, and it will tabulate you and will examine how well you did, and then you get a personalized assessment, as you can see in that picture. Let's do it for a very simple example, a chemical experiment. explain about how to do an elephant toothpaste experiment.
Creating elephant toothpaste is a fascinating experiment that requires careful attention to safety. Begin by putting on safety goggles to protect your eyes from potential splashes. Pour hydrogen peroxide.
So now it shows me what to do, and we're not going to go through the whole steps, but then after it shows us everything, it's our time to do it. And we can actually use a phone to do it with something we call the chopstick interaction. Let's go. So now it's 3D assessment. I have to pick my goggles. I have to select the hydroperoxide. And I have to do it in the right sequence. I have to combine the elements. And eventually, once I'm done, I also get analyzed. And let's see how well I did. Oh, my score wasn't that good. It was 69 of 100. That I can see my time was good, but I had very low score on incorrect steps. Let's have a look why. Yes, I forgot to put the glasses on. And I didn't add a dish soap, so there was no effect. So that's the reason. So a full analysis, the whole process here is done by AI. The AI shows you what to do. The AI watches over your shoulder when you do it. And the AI tells you what you have done wrong and what you could do better. Okay, so that was quite exciting. Now it's time for us to do something ourselves. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at sample textbooks, and we're going to convert those textbooks into an immersive experience using Train AI. Okay, are you ready? So first of all, let's look. You can see here what I've done is I went online and I found various textbooks in aerospace, AI, machine learning, biology, business acumen, etc., etc. So first of all, we're going to go to Train AI. So we go online. This is obviously live. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to click on my name. Okay, go to create, course catalog. And remember, we want to do institutional Train AI. So we see here, let's get started. Hello, welcome to Train AI. I'm here to create, to train. Please upload your document. Okay, so at least 10 pages. Let's find a proper document. Okay, so we'll take this book on mechanical engineering. We should have looked at it. We can look at it in a second. We open the book. And in fact, while that's going on, let's have a look on and see what's inside this book. So here it is. It's Basic of Mechanical Engineering, Integrating Science. You can see the book is quite long. It's more than 130 pages. Contains a lot of materials here, right? But it's all 2D and a few images. So we now, with the magic of Train AI, we're going to translate this book into some captivating lessons. Okay, so here are courses I found that are relevant: thermal energy, mechanical engineering basics, fluid mechanics, 3D printing bridges. What about we select one? I think I'll go for thermal and energy systems. Okay, I'm interested in that. So now, based on this, it will start generating courses. Great choice. Yeah, I agree. So let's start generating the experience. And what's happening now? Perhaps I should explain a little bit to you while it's actually doing it. So it says thermal energy. This course covers conservation of energy principles, first and second law of thermodynamics. Yeah, that looks right. So now I click continue. You notice I don't have to learn anything. It's all guided. And you can see the lesson is already in progress. So what's happening in the background, if we go back to my presentation, is that EON has a number of patents, dozens of them, that enables this conversion from text to extended reality. But we also have future-proofed our platform, meaning that we have integrated also with the best solutions. So, for example, We work with OpenAI together with other Anthropic, Gemini, Llama from Meta for providing the best language models. We work with companies like 11 Labs and Udio for the best soundtracks and power text-to-speech. We work with Ready Player Me to get the best possible solution for avatars, Blockade Labs for the best 3D and 360 environments, SAP for CAD import, Unity for underlying game engines, Sketchfab, CGTrader, TurboSquid to get the world's largest data bank for 3D models or data warehouse. Agora Multiplayer to facilitate real-time engagement with multiple people, multiple metaverse environments and avatars. We use Google for geopositioning and scraping. Amazon Poly for cloud text-to-speech service. AWS hosting to provide cloud hosting, etc., etc. And this, I'm not going to go through the entire list, but I thought that was useful to do. And guess what? Meanwhile, our course is completed. So this agent has done all this combination, work with all this software, and now put it together in a comprehensive lesson. We can now go and look at this lesson. And we can enjoy this lesson online, obviously on my Mac or PC or tablet. I can also see an overview. You can see which document is being used, training document. We can also look at the report. This report has generated text, images. This is the flat part. Now, even the flat part sometimes takes weeks, a month to prepare, but in our case, we talk about seconds, although this is just a small component of what we're going to see soon. That comes with an essay, with a lesson plan, with a syllabus, with quiz questions. So it's a very comprehensive material. Now, I can edit this experience. I can start the experience. I can start a meeting and invite other people. That will be on that device. But keep in mind that there is most people don't have desktops like I have. They may have a phone. So for this purpose, I'm not going to use my phone. It's a traditional iPhone device. I'm going to go to EON Reality. And what we're going to do is 4 things. One, we're going to, let's say, want to edit something. Whatever is created, we may not be happy. We want to check it before we release it to our students. 2, we may want to start a meeting, invite other people from other locations. They join us in the same environment, in metaverse experience. 3, we would like perhaps to do the lesson ourselves. And after we do the lessons, we would like perhaps to do assessment with others. Let me just double check now that I am connected with, yes, I am here in Vietnam today, and the connection is at a hotel. Not optimal, but that's a good test to show that even EON works in any kind of environments. So 3 minutes ago, we did the thermal energy. I noticed that I've done this course before. And you can see here, we can start the meeting if we want. So the way you do it is you share, and then you send this email to colleagues, multiple, and then they will join me in this metaverse environment. Obviously now I'm alone, so I'm not going to do that. We can do edit. That's the little pen to the left. So now we're going to look at this environment and cross-check that everything is fine. We may want to add, subtract, or do something similar in this environment. And after that, we're going to put yourself to the test here. In fact, because I'm alone, I'm going to put myself to the test and do some assessment. Typically, the lesson consists of multiple steps. So you can see where I am here. I'm on a 63rd floor in Vietnam at a hotel, and I can tap.
Hi, you're in edit mode for thermal and energy systems.
I can see here I have solar systems.
I'm your AI guide. You can ask me anything.
And here I have my avatar. And you notice that the avatar is generating also a 3D environment. And this was done just for me, just now in real time. I can add, let's say I would like to add here. I switch and say, let's see, something with Okay, let's see, heat pump. So I want to change that to this. Okay, so I have something with thermic or heat pump. I think I'll go for this. So here I have this vast library with literally millions of assets. I'll pick this one. I could have picked anything. So what's happening now, it's downloading. So the currently selected environment is switched with this environment. It takes a little time. And then once I save it, you can see here I have a Panasonic inverter. I can look at it. So that was my little editing. I can save it, public. Now I could have it, by the way, public, private only for my institution. I can even sell this experience on a marketplace, and then I get 80% of the revenue. There's around 42 million users at the moment of that. Okay, so now once I have this, let's go for a spin. Let's do a test drive. Let's test this lesson. Obviously, we're not going to do the entire lesson. That would take us probably 20 minutes, so I'm going to focus on a few things. The first thing is what we call the lecture part, when the avatar presents things to me. The second thing will be the engagement part. That's when I can ask questions. I get predefined questions. The third aspect will be the assessment part. That's when we do quizzes. We do also things like find, identify. And then we do the skill simulator. So here we go.
Hello. This is an experience about thermal and energy systems.
I'm walking around here in this environment. I can
Next, I will explain to you about solar panel.
follow her in this environment. And we're going to talk about solar panel as the first component. Let's see.
The procedure of thermal
So
and
I'm
energy
physically
systems
walking around. That's how what
involves
happens
understanding and applying several
here.
key concepts.
So by
The
just
first
moving,
law of thermodynamics ensures energy
you notice that-
conservation in a system.
let me just lower a little bit. She's walking me through the lecture part. Oops, I almost lost my phone there. And I can, that will take a little while, but I'll stop her there. I can also change the environment. So I'm in an outdoor. So it generates multiple 3D environments, one indoor, one outdoor. I can continue. Now it's going to talk about this thermodynamic power.
Next, I will explain to you about thermodynamic properties.
Okay, I'll skip that too. And I end the instructor because what I really want to do is do a
In
test.
the context of thermal and energy systems, thermodynamic properties.
Okay, so let's end that and let's go to
Start quiz challenge. The timer begins
okay.
when you press
so
start.
now I can do a quiz challenge. Let's see how well I do this.
What is the primary source of energy in a nuclear power plant?
Now that was easy. I guess it's uranium. Excellent. So as you can see here, I can be very busy for the next 30 minutes on this course. So in interest of your time, I'm not going to do that. But interesting enough, the teacher can either be on the mobile and see how well I did by just looking at the statistics. These are very simple statistics. I'll show you in a second more advanced. But you can see here, the teacher sees when I logged in, that I did a quiz. I didn't do a lot. And they can check every single student. They can check group of students. In fact, if you look here, 1 second, there's a feature here when I switch from one device to the other, Apple is losing the mouse. So I have a mouse, but the mouse is invisible. Let's see if I can recoup it. What I wanted to show you, it takes about 30 seconds, I guess. Yeah, I can see the mouse is there, but I don't have it. Okay, now let's see, I can do that. How about, Okay, so I'm there. Move to the left. I'm trying with an invisible mouse to hit the yellow button to minimize that. Okay, how about that? Okay, I was successful. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, if we go back for a second to this course, that you as a teacher have a lot of possibilities. You can set your profile, you can go to admin, you can have a dashboard. Within that dashboard, you can study what the average time spent, who is the #1 champion. Obviously, in this course, I don't have too many people. I can look at my groups. I can see the roles, who's allowed to do what. I can also do reports here, audits. I can link this with LMS. So there's a lot of things I can do here. I can also switch different organizations. So this organization is my organization, but you can have a white label version of your organization. So there's many. I mean, we haven't hardly scratched the surface. Okay, that with regards to products, EON has two types of products: EON XR and EON AI. These are product families. So EON XR contains of 5 products. EON XR Basic, Merged XR, that combines physical environments and virtual environments, spatial meetings, etc. And likewise, there's some products within AI. I'll come back to them. We address education, enterprise, and consumer. We also have a number of assistants. It can be hard skills, soft skills, explore, stories, hiring assistant, sales assistant, training assistant. So it's a fairly advanced way. Today, all I did is show you the product Train AI. So we saw 1/10 of what EON can do. Here you can see, by the way, the XR products. So the merged XR is combining physical environments, like you see here, that I can interact in a physical world. The spatial meeting allows me to have training with multiple people. So instead of being one person, I can invite colleagues. The metaverse builder, as the name implies, can build me entire metaverse worlds. Interact, as also the name implies, can help me to create very advanced interactions. AI Assistant guides me to the ability to, on live, build things, not as a course creator offline, but do it in real time in an environment. Train AI is the one we saw. AI Ready, I showed you that. That's when we do new courses. Spatial IQ, I showed you a version of that, but obviously Spatial IQ works also in the physical space. So you're not limited to the virtual world. You can have an avatar that sees and understands and guides you into a physical environment. And soft skills is a very useful product that helps you to learn and train and practice things. Let's say if you want to practice for a job interview.
This is an experience about job interview.
So you can see above here that there's a learning part, and there's a training part, and there's an assessment part. So the training part is when you train.
Discuss how I can contribute to your organization.
Let's explain a little bit about your conflict resolution experience.
Certainly. Throughout my career, I have...
So what happens here, this trains a HR person how to interview people, and every move they make, every step they take, everything that's exchanged is tabulated, recorded, and eventually you get an assessment. You can see here that the interviewer did very well at screening and communication, but did not do very well in providing feedback. So he had only a score of 70. So these are some of the products available. Now, obviously, this works in education, it works with enterprise, and works with consumer. For example, here's an interesting example for enterprise where we not only learn and train, but you can also get help with performing. So if you've done a procedure but you don't remember all the steps, and you're in real life, you can get help and assistance and a refresher in real physical life. Another example is, if you remember Ethiopian Airlines, when there was a big crash because the pilot didn't know what to do, you may have 9 seconds to decide, and in this case the AI, everything is annotated. So if you have an issue and you don't know what to do, knowledge portal pops up on your tablet. You can see they have a tablet there, and it gives an assistant also to guide you what to do. You can use that both for training and for performance. And this can be used for many applications like healthcare.
And it was so cool because...
Or tourism, where you get guidance from an avatar what to...
The sculpture is made of marble and is approximately 9...
or security and defense. So this is a procedure with multiple avatars. So this is some of the solution. Now the bottom line with this is that it helps you to it's very expensive to buy all the robots or all the surgical rooms and to train it. But with our application, with the 36 million assets, you can do this anytime, anywhere. We also have a marketplace. This marketplace, you can buy created experience by partner institution and sell them, and 80% of the funding goes to the creator. So in short, what's the value with this? Rather than me talking about it, why don't we use PricewaterhouseCoopers that done an extensive analysis and see what they have to say?
We have conducted a study on virtual reality learning. We found learners in VR required less time to learn. They had higher emotional connection to the content, higher confidence, and were less distracted during the training.
Yeah, and it's not enough. I mean, this is one study, but there are literally hundreds of studies. And what we did is we summarized this in a document. We have one for education and one for enterprise. And it looks at benefits. For example, there is documents that have identified 70% increased engagement, motivation, ROI, 30% increased student achievements. And all these documents are then tabulated here, and you can see who is behind it. So we have, these are peer-reviewed papers published throughout the time from many institutions, from Harvard to Stanford and many others. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to ask. You can click on this and get our document. By the way, you can get the entire presentation. You can also do a return investment calculation, how this will benefit your institution. Okay, so what we've seen as we roll this out across the world, whether it's United States or any other part of the world, in essence can be summarized in 4 points. One, this really transforms education. It enhances the education quality, so we've seen before and after. It helps you to build intellectual property and your own assets, because everything you build in this environment, you own. And it also provides you a tremendous opportunity for return investment by publishing those, if you so want, and securing revenues that you can get from the marketplace. And we've seen this work in the United States, in Honduras, in places like South Africa, Zimbabwe, in Ghana, Philippines, and many other.
Their passion and their drive.
Kuwait and many other locations, whether it's Egypt, Romania, Indonesia, etc. So it's really, truly a global phenomenon. If you want to learn more about our references and hear it directly from them, I encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, and you'll find a number of very enticing videos with use cases, or you can click on testimonials on this, and here you can see various, we just 2 days ago have a big event. For example, Ethiopia, the state minister there, we just signed an agreement for a national rollout to 130,000 users initially, 500,000 in the long run, more than $7.5 million investment from the local partners, from Portugal, from Canada with Carleton University, and many, many other locations across the world. You can also see some of the global network that EON has, recognitions and awards that we have received. But in the end, it's all about the value. So, for example, Los Angeles Community College showed that they had a 79% of faculty members recognized that they received increased students' successful completion of learning outcomes. And University of Business of Technology, they've done this with 16,000 students and seen during a very short period, the students themselves created more than 4,000 courses. With Centex Malaysia, they've seen that students had an employability rate of 97.2%. And in enterprise, we've seen Changi Airport, which is rated the #1 in the world, that they had doubled their lesson capacity during half of the time. So if you want to learn more about this, again, I suggest that you go to our video channel, YouTube channel. Now, talking about academic customers, so EON works with, initially was a lot of, let's say, community colleges and universities started because obviously they had more money, but now we see a lot of usage in TVET and also K-12, many industry customers, Fortune 500, and also many governments and ministers that now nationwide or region-wide are embracing our technology. So it's becoming a movement. Now, to help emerging economies, we also, for the last 15 years, have worked with grants. We have a non-profit organization for Learn for Life.
Welcome to EON Reality's Learn for Life program. In regions around the globe, Learn for Life has led major projects in a variety of industries and subjects that matter to the local communities and national governments alike. Learn for Life has achieved its mission by working with partners dedicated to transforming the world around us. Don't miss out on your chance to change the world.
So thanks to Learn for Life and its partners such as USAID, Inter-American Development Bank, we work with European Union, Asia Development Bank, we've been able to release a number of grants, and these grants are quite powerful. That I do encourage you to apply for them. They work everything from future work, force development to research and development grants for university to impact grants that are regional. If you want to learn more about it, again, in our presentation, you will see links to those grants. You can apply online. It's a very simple application, takes literally 10-15 minutes, and you can submit it electronically. Once we get it, you will receive an answer in around 5 days, and we will cover, the grant can cover up to 95% of the cost for implementing such projects. So, for example, if I look at the traditional price, if you want to purchase a classroom from us, it is $36 per user a month. But if you get the grant for, let's say, campus-wide deployment, it is $2. So it's a big difference. Now, if we want to do those larger rollouts, we have a vehicle for that. We call it Spatial AI Center. And it is quite a comprehensive solution that is scalable. It can go from 50,000 users up to 230 users. We also have now a program that goes to 500,000 users. With that comes a complete infrastructure with hosting and also the EON platform infrastructure with the 30 different display devices from Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Magic Leap, etc. A lot of tailor-made courses, typically 10,000, that we facilitate with Train AI. Also job opportunities where we teach students how to use this technology for applying for AI sectors. We do engage with SMEs. Typically, we do workshops during the project period, typically 200 of them. Grant funding, marketplace to generate revenues, and of course we cover 100% of the cost for the pedagogical and technical experts required to actually adopt this. And in this global community, you become a part of a family. And very frequently we have this EON Experience Fest. The last one was 2 days ago in Singapore. This previous one was in Istanbul, and there we meet.
It's a global company, and Istanbul is a global city. It's the meeting point of the world, and we saw yesterday and today how it all matches perfectly together. We came from all the continents, from all the different countries, and we are all experiencing what EON is all about, the mission and the vision of education for all that is linked to the new technologies, to artificial intelligence, to virtual reality, augmented reality.
That was actually one of the advisory board member that we have. He's the former president, the fourth president of Bulgaria. He was also EU president, I believe. We have a lot of dignitaries that now support and engage with our solution across the world. Okay, so let me show you a center. So this is the one that we have set up in Singapore. We do welcome you to visit it. It's quite exciting. So the way it works is we do have a presence in what we call the Experience Hub, but then we are used in more than 200 labs because ITE, in this case the Institute of Technical Education that hosts our center, is having more than 200 labs from aerospace to precision manufacturing to retail. And we are hosting many dignitaries for this rollout. So you can see here the former president of Prime Minister of Romania, the current Prime Minister of India, and the former Prime Minister of Singapore, etc. And in this, we have also the Innovation Hub. And the way this works is that we have digital twins. So, for example, the physical equipment, for each of these equipment, we have a digital twin where you can learn, train, and perform before you engage with the physical equipment, and even scale, right? Because there's only so many pieces of equipment that you can buy physically, and the rest you can take it home using immersive experiential learning. And in this particular case, IT has spent billions of dollars, literally, I think almost $3 billion in this investment, and we are digitalizing all this. And ITE has adopted our technology for scale. What that means is that they have their own white label environment, and they conduct courses, and these courses are accredited based on EON's technology. And together with ITE Educational Services, we are now rolling this out across the world. We did start, for example, in India. So here's a skyscraper that is dedicated, 18 floors, dedicated to vocational training. The bottom floor contains the Spatial AI Center. The capacity here is to train between 1,000 to 4,000 students, but they have 170,000 students across the state, and they are using EON to scale that. So in essence, students come, visit, and they go walk away with an EON application.
On how to do the servicing, maintenance, and routine test of all fire detection protection.
So this has been duplicated also in Morocco. We just finished a very successful 5-year project there together with USAID, sponsored also by Learn for Life. And we are now expanding this to a nationwide environment. We've been working several years in Kuwait with the same approach. South Africa. Recently, we have rolled out in the past 2 years 55,000 students with an organization called Mercita. And just this year, we have got an extension of this approved for 230,000 licenses for a larger rollout by the Minister of Higher Education. Ethiopia is a country that is evolving very fast. They invest a lot in artificial intelligence. I was there in June.
To capture you.
And they also have a very vibrant educational community with respect to TVET. And in June, we agreed with the Minister of Higher Education to do this. Minister of Labor and Skills. And 2 days ago, we signed a memorandum with them. And this has been approved all the way to the Prime Minister. Let's listen in.
Reality ነው። በጎንደር reality ብዙ ነገር የሚያዛባ ነገር ነው።
Obviously, I don't speak Aramaic, but what I've been told is that this video was a speech for the parliament, I believe, and the Prime Minister emphasized that this type of technology is a must for Ethiopia, and it's required for the Ethiopian youth for areas like construction, manufacturing, robotics. And in essence, what they are doing is they are leapfrogging using this technology, shortening the period that it took maybe 50, 60 years for Singapore, and they are targeting to do the same thing maybe in 10, 15 years. Now, Colombia is another example of what we are doing now in Latin America. We're working in places like Panama, Honduras, Brazil, etc. Vietnam is where I am today, also engaged very much in this technology.
Trong quá trình công nghiệp hóa, hiện đại hóa đất nước và đặc biệt là trong lĩnh vực giáo dục và đào tạo.
EON's activities are growing very, very fast in this region, very dynamic. Romania, part of Eastern Europe, are also very committed to this. We've been working in Romania for more than 10 years. So the centers are a vehicle to create this type of technology, provide a solution. So what's the conclusion? I believe that knowledge is a human right. And EON's vision and goal and target is to make this technology available, accessible, and affordable for everybody on the planet. Our target is to reach 1 billion people in the coming 36 months. And on that note, I want to thank you all for your attention. And my suggestion is don't hesitate to contact us. You can contact me at Dan@EON Reality. You have also my mobile there if you want to have any additional questions. And what I suggest we do is something very simple. Seeing is believing. So I recommend that you take a textbook that you have and engage with us, and we will do 10 courses for you or 10 lessons at no cost, with no strings attached, just to see how powerful this platform can be for you. So what are you waiting for? Let's do it. Thank you so much, and see you soon.